Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at their late night thoughts about you, the person on your mind. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates and leave the rest. When you have the person on your mind, look at all the piles we have and see which one you're most drawn to. I'm now going to show you your crystals for each pile. So for pile number 1, we have rose quartz. And for pile number 2, we have citrine. And for pile number 3, we have apatite. I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile. Pick whichever pile you're most drawn to, the one that is calling out to your soul the most, and that will be your pile for today. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number ones. If you chose this rose quartz crystal and the communication card, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at their late night thoughts about you. So I'm first going to go ahead and pull some oracle cards on camera, and then I'm going to pull your tarot cards after. Please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates and leave the rest. I will also be mentioning the oracle decks I use at the end of the reading. If you want to know about the oracle decks I use, just stay tuned till the end. So spirit guides on my pile ones, may I please look into the person on their mind and their late night thoughts about my pile number 1. We have live out loud. I love this card. And at the back of the deck, we have miracles. Spirit guides of my pile number 1s, may I please look into their late night thoughts about my pile 1s. We have karmic relationships with Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. And at the back of the deck, we have the golden children with inner child, tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. Okay, so spirit guides on my pile 1s, may I please look into what are their late night thoughts about my pile 1s? We have bold with unleash your adventurous side, take risks, and be daring. So perhaps this person wants to be bold and take some kind of risk with communication with you. That's the feeling I get from this communication card and the bold card. And then we have go outside with you have been indoors for too long, go outside and get some fresh air. So maybe this person wants to go out on a date with you, or has these late night thoughts like, if I called my pile number 1s right now, if I texted them or if I called them right now, would they go out with me tonight? Would they go out with me tomorrow? Could we talk in person? That's the feeling I get here. And with take risks and be daring, I kind of feel this energy that maybe for some of you, it is a risk for them because maybe you're not in contact right now. That's the only thing I can think of logically, if it would be a risk. Do you get what I mean? Or with the karmic relationships card, when I pulled it, I heard I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to have like this energy between us anymore of distance, or I don't want to have this energy that keeps us apart. Anything can keep you apart, but it just means Sometimes conflict keeps us apart. Sometimes distance keeps us apart. Sometimes it's our own fear that keeps us apart. But something is being taught to you both in this connection with the soul growth energy. Whatever lessons you're learning in this connection is helping you grow and understand love on a deeper level. And that's what I feel here. And then at the back of the deck, we have Aphrodite with Inner Goddess. So this person definitely thinks you're really beautiful because, I mean, Aphrodite is the goddess of love, beauty, pleasure, but also romance and sensuality. So there is definitely that feel here since her card came out, of this person, you know, being very sexually attracted to you and perhaps thinking thoughts surrounding that. But not just that, but I also feel in this person's late night thoughts, they think about your beauty or your handsomeness or your attractiveness. You know, they may go through photos of you and just stare at you, or they may think of how you look in their mind and daydream about you. And the feeling I get here is their late night thoughts is if they were to communicate to you and ask you right now, would you answer them? Would you be awake thinking about them? Um, I'm hearing that song I've Been Thinking About You by Frank Ocean. It's funny because in one pile when I do love readings, I always hear that song. So, I guess this person's late night thoughts are surrounding thinking about you, your beauty. If they were to message you right now, what would you say? Would you answer? Would you ignore them? Would you be as excited to think about them as they are with you? That is the feeling I get here. And would you go out with them? That's the feeling I get too. I feel like this person also thinks about the fun you've had together with Live Out Loud. It seems like you not only have a romance, but also a friendship. Well, I feel for most of you this is romance, but it's also like a friendship vibe between you two because I feel like you two can go out and have fun and it's just like you're living out loud. I feel like even when this person does go out at night, it's like somehow their mind goes back to you and talking to you. Like I'm seeing a person maybe go out for drinks with their friends, like to a bar or something, and then think about you and think about messaging you because, you know, of course they're having fun, but in the midst of that, they're wondering about you. And yeah, that's the feeling I get here. Missing you. But I also feel like this person just has a lot of fun with you. They feel like they can be free in themselves with you. They feel like they can like unleash their adventurous side. Um the feeling I get is their late night thoughts around fun things you can do together, fun activities like going out, going on adventures together, doing really fun things. I'm not exactly sure what that would be. It would depend on the person, and who's watching this, but I feel that's what they think about a lot. So, what are their late night thoughts about my pile? Number ones. We have the Page of Wands. And we have the Knight of Wands. What did I say? Like, I feel like this is the type of person you would go on road trips with or do really fun things with, go on hikes with. In this card, we see them about to jump off a plane, doing something really adventurous and fun. I guess it would depend on who's watching this, what this would be. But I definitely do feel this playful sense, even with this Page of Wands card, because this person is literally pretending to be on a horse, this little boy. So I really feel this energy that there's this sense of when this person thinks of you late at night, um, And when they're around you, there's something about their inner child coming out. But I also feel like this person is a pretty adventurous person. And when they're around you, they kind of just feel free. And that's what they think about late at night, how they feel around you. And when they can next see you, when they can next talk to you. The feeling I get here with the communication card and the Page of Wands is almost like, okay, if I send them this funny video right now, will they laugh? If I send them a text right now and I ask them to come over, would they come over? Like this playful type of feeling of what can I communicate to my pile ones? What will they love? What will they laugh at? What will they smile at? Like things like that. And at the back of the deck, we have the Strength card. I feel like in their late night thoughts, they often daydream and think about activities you can do together. That's a theme I keep seeing. Like fun memories you can make together, what they would enjoy doing with you. There is a sense of playfulness and fun and laughter in this pile. There's a sense of like not taking life too seriously and just enjoying the moment in this pile. Where this person daydreams of that, but may also daydream about, memories you already have together that were really fun to this person. Like they could daydream about, times you laughed or times you smiled where they did something silly, or they could daydream about, times you went out together and it was really fun, or where you were just silly together. That's the feeling I get here. There's this playful side to this reading. um, but also, I don't know what this karmic connection is about. What are these fights about? What is this conflict? What is keeping you two apart from each other? Because there's some sense of them also thinking about that, trying to minimize the distance between you two, as per this card, where they're so far apart from each other. I don't see that as maybe physically far apart, but what keeps us further apart? What drifts us away from each other? And how can we fix that? I think this is surrounding this person's late night thoughts about you. And maybe they want to communicate some of these things to you, but maybe they don't know how. And maybe that's why they think of communicating to you and seeing you in person. Not to say anything bad, but it's just like, how can we fix these things between us? How can we build a closer and more stable, stronger connection? So I think this person is aware of this, since this is their late night thoughts. They're definitely aware of it. Maybe not the karmic connection, but the polarity or differences or whatever keeps you far apart from each other, they're aware of. And they're trying to bring you two closer together, thinking of ways to maybe communicate more to you, to communicate more lovingly, to solve problems you have, because every connection has problems. Not every connection is perfect, but how can we solve this? How can we, be closer? That's the energy I see. And how can I communicate clearer? How can I be a better partner? That type of energy is what they think about late at night about you. So, spirit guides of my pile ones, what is this person's late night thoughts about my pile ones? We have the Magician. We have the Death card. We have the Five of Cups. What is this pain in this connection? What is going on, my pile ones? Okay, but then we have the star. So at least this is a good meaning. The star is about healing. I'm just trying to organize these cards nicely so we have space. And then we have the Eight of Swords. What are the late night thoughts about my pile ones? We have the Knight of Wands. Is this person a fire sign? I'm getting a lot of fire sign energy, or are you a fire sign? That's the type of vibe I'm getting. Or there's just a lot of fiery energies in this connection. Spirit is showing me an example of an energy. So, they're showing me, I don't know what movie it was, but there was a movie with an Australian man, and he was like always going on fun adventures and hikes, and he was always doing really cool things like, jumping off planes and things like that. Oh, what are you from Australia? Don't take it if it doesn't resonate, just for one of you probably. And then I'm also seeing an energy of Mr. and Mr. Smith. Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Why did I say Mr. and Mr.? So are there some, LGBTQ couples here as well? One or two maybe, or a few. I meant to say Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So anyways, just take it as it resonates in my pile ones, because there's so many of you here. But in that movie, they were like fighting and making up, and then there was like a lot of chemistry and passion between them. So Spirit is showing me that movie as an example of this energy. There may be a lot of chemistry and passion between you two, a lot of this fiery energy of like, I'm so attracted to you, I can't keep my hands off of you, like I just want to throw myself at you and kiss you all the time, and that fun energy, like I want to do impulsive things kind of energy is what I see here. But there is, some sexual thoughts here with the Knight of Wands. A lot of passion and chemistry, like I said, and this feeling of like fighting but then making up. So I guess that's for some of you, but then for others of you, I'm also seeing an energy like I just closed my eyes and I saw an alarm clock, and maybe one person in this connection is more stable and serious, and maybe they're thinking of leaving this connection because the other person does not have their life together. I don't know, that's just the vibe I'm getting. Like one person is more mature and stable, whereas the other person is not. Is more like happy-go-lucky and free. It's reminding me of a movie I watched. I can't remember what it was called, but there was this couple that started dating all of a sudden. Well, they didn't start dating all of a sudden. They were at some kind of resort place, and it was far away from home, and they were there at the same time for some reason. I think the place booked both of them at the same time, and they very much irritated each other because they were so different from each other. The woman was more, serious, stable. She had, a well-paying job, and then the man was more free. And they kind of fought a lot, but then in the movie, they had to find a way to learn to love their differences. And I love that Spirit is showing me this movie, because in the movie, they had to learn to love their differences and realize that they could learn from one another, that the one person being more um in the serious part of life could learn from the other person to take life less seriously and have a little bit of fun and balance there, whereas the person that was more free could learn from the person that was more mature and serious to get their ish together. You get what I mean? So they could learn from each other to balance each other out in their differences and love their differences. I know sometimes it's not easy, but that's the energy I'm seeing. But take it as it resonates, because I know there's so many of you here. Can I say more about this connection? I want to see one more energy about this connection, so I can understand it better. For some reason, I'm seeing a baseball glove and a parachute and a ring, like an engagement ring. I guess that's a possibility for some of you, but I also don't want to give you too much hope because this is a general reading on YouTube. Okay, so maybe one or two of you are already engaged to this person, but maybe this person is like noticing some conflict between the two of you, or some things they want to fix between the two of you. You know, my examples of what I saw don't have to resonate, but the important thing here is this person wants to fix it. And I guess it's a possibility that maybe some of you could get engaged to this person and married, but I also don't want to say that too soon if it's, because like I said, it's a general reading. But with the Death card and the Five of Cups, I feel like this person has somehow thought about, would it be better if we just ended it? But then with the Five of Cups, I'm feeling no. So I'm not saying this like to be mean or anything, but I'm just seeing this with the Death card. Maybe they've thought of, would it be easier if we're just so in conflict with each other all the time, or if we're just not fixing the connection or fixing the issues or the problems in our connection, would it be better to just leave it here and not cause any more pain? But then I feel the energy of no, like their mind telling them no, their heart telling them no, like we can create something different, we can heal this with the Star card. The Star card is all about healing. But with the Eight of Swords, there's this feeling of, how do we heal this? Like, I feel stuck. I don't know what to do. Because the Eight of Swords is that feeling stuck, not knowing what to do. This person could be thinking a lot about how to heal your connection and how to bring you two together, and that's a theme I keep seeing in this reading. Not just how to invite more passion and chemistry, because you already have that, and love, you already have that, but how can we create more healing in the connection where there's more peace between us, where we get along and we communicate well to each other in a peaceful way? How can we create, a successful connection where we're not hurting the other person or disappointing the other person? And I feel this person is doing a lot of soul searching right now, trying to find ways to heal the connection in their late night thoughts, but maybe also feeling a little bit stuck with the Eight of Swords and saying, like, maybe we need a third party to look at the connection. I mean, like a therapist, like a couples counselor, or someone to get in between the conflict. I guess this reading won't resonate with everyone. If you don't resonate with this karmic connection part, then this reading probably isn't for you. Maybe there were one or two messages that resonated, but I feel for most of you it is like this. And I guess this is what I'm seeing in your reading. I think it's beautiful that this person cares and wants to heal it. That's the first sign of something beautiful. Because some people will have, connections like this, and they will be so unaware that if they don't fix it, the problem will just grow bigger and bigger and bigger. We can't sweep problems under the rug. So if someone is self-aware enough to know this, to know the disappointments maybe in this connection, and to want to work through it and make an effort to bring more peace into the connection, that is a beautiful thing, because that shows self-awareness, that shows that a person wants to grow with you. It shows that even if you're unsure, even if you're both unsure on how to do it, it shows growth, it shows self-awareness, it shows something can be done. Because the first step is acknowledging the problem, the issue. Let me get one message of how you can heal this. Let me just do this for you. So how can my pile number ones heal this connection? We have the Temperance card. We have the Strength card. We have the Sun card. We have the World card. And we have the Five of Swords. Okay, so with this energy I see here. Five of Swords. Five of Swords can be betrayal, self-betrayal. In this case, I don't see it as... Okay, let me just clarify. What is this Five of Swords? Two of Pentacles. Okay, so the Five of Swords is needing more balance in the connection. Needing more harmony in the connection, because it's right under the Temperance card. Needing more harmony. Okay, and with the Five of Swords, I feel this energy where maybe we are self-betraying by bringing too much fun into the connection with the Sun card. What I mean by this is maybe we need to balance things out. Maybe we need more harmony, less chemistry, less passion, and more harmony, more peace. Does that make sense? There's nothing wrong with chemistry and passion, but I feel like the energy I'm seeing is there is so much fire. The sun has so much fire. It's so bright. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And it makes us feel happy. But when there's too much fire, it can burn us sometimes. So what I mean by this with the Sun card, maybe we're having too much happiness, too much passion, too much of that free energy. Do you get what I mean? And maybe we need to balance it out with more water with the Temperance card. If I can explain this in an example, we see this person here over here dancing, going out, having fun. Let's just use an example of this. It doesn't have to resonate, but I'm just trying to explain the energy. Let's say they're showing me an example of Snooki and what is it? What is that series where Snooki was in, where they all went out and, party, got drunk? I forgot what it's called. Oh, Jersey Shore. So remember, if you've ever watched Jersey Shore, there were couples in the series, but then they got so drunk and they partied so much that they lost the importance, because they lost balance, they lost connection. It was all about, the fun, the superficial, the fun, the parties, the going out, the sleeping together kind of passion energy, but they lost what was important in terms of their friendships. Like when they were in that space of being in that of being drunk, for example, they would fight, because they were in an altered state of mind. So they were not thinking clearly. You get what I mean? That's an example of the energy. So there was too much fire energy and not enough water, not enough peace, not enough calm, not enough of the stable, sober-minded energy where they could just spend time together as friends or as a couple in that series. Do you get what I mean? So there was too much fire, there was too much happiness that it created problems. Does that make sense? Or for others of you, I could read this as maybe we need to remember more of the happy moments rather than the disappointments. So just take it as it resonates. And with the Five of Swords, I feel this is self-betrayal or betraying the other person in moments of conflict. And it doesn't have to be the overly negative ways. It can be saying something we don't mean that can hurt the other person. It can be, when the person apologizes to us and we're stubborn and we're not, allowing for that love to come in. It can be small things like that. And with the Strength card, I feel the message here is you're strong enough to get through this, but maybe there needs to be more balance, more harmony, more of this peace in your connection. How can you bring that in? And how can we remember the happy moments and moments of disappointment? Because there is polarity in this connection. There is a duality where there's light and dark. But it's not about ignoring the dark and ignoring the sad, but how can we balance this energy out? How can we find ways to analyze what has gone wrong, and how can we find ways to balance that out? I guess so. This is what I see in your reading. I'm going to leave it here. The decks I used, this was the Ethereal Visions Tarot deck. Okay, this was the Messages from Mermaids Oracle deck. This was the African Goddess Rising Oracle deck. This was the Starseed Oracle deck. This was the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck. And this was the Vanessa Tarot deck. So these were all the Oracle decks and Tarot decks I used. If you enjoyed this reading, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number twos. If you chose the Citrine crystal and the Blessings card, this reading is for you. We're going to be taking a look at their late night thoughts about you. So please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates and leave the rest. But also, I'm going to be pulling your oracle cards first, and then I'm going to be pulling tarot cards after that. And if you'd like to see all the oracle decks and tarot decks I use, I will be mentioning all of them at the end. Okay, so spirit guides of my pile number twos, may I please look into their late night thoughts, the person on their mind, and their late night thoughts about my pile twos. We have Level Up. I love this card in a love reading. We'll see what else shows up then. And we have Intuition. So the funny thing is, I was just getting my oracle deck I was going to use today, and then this tarot card specifically fell down, but I'm not even using this deck for you. But I guess this is a sign because I used the other Ethereal Visions tarot deck in the other pile. I guess maybe Spirit wants me to use this tarot deck for you. So here we have the Knight of Cups. It just fell down by itself. So spirit guides of my pile number twos, may I please look into their late night thoughts on my pile twos. We have the golden children with inner child, tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. At the back of the deck, we have the Seas of Mintaka with seeing potential and bringing unconsciousness to light. So, spirit guides of my pile twos, may I please look into their late night thoughts? We have be strong with you are stronger than you think you are, and your strength assures a happy outcome. What are their late night thoughts about my pile number twos? Okay, we have 2 cards with Aphrodite and inner goddess. Awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. And we have focused intention with keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. Okay, so spirit guides on my pile twos, may I please look into their late night thoughts about my pile twos? We have the 6 of Cups. Their late night thoughts about my pile twos. And we have the 7 of Wands. At the back of the deck, we have the Sun card. So, this person's late night thoughts about you. I want to start off with Aphrodite. Aphrodite is the goddess of love, pleasure, passion, love, romance, sensuality. So, there is definitely this feel of this person thinking about you and thinking about the way you look at night, like finding you so beautiful, so gorgeous, or so handsome, so attractive, whatever you relate to most. And maybe thinking about the way you look, like daydreaming about your face, daydreaming about touching your hair, daydreaming about holding you, that kind of energy in their late night thoughts. And I see this as maybe they could also scroll through pictures or videos of you. With the 6 of Cups reminds me of the past. So they could think back to memories they have with you where you looked so beautiful or you looked so gorgeous or handsome. And they could just be thinking back to that, and maybe when they made you smile, made you laugh, or a happy memory you had together. Or they could look back at photos or videos of you of times you had together and really, enjoy that. I don't know why I'm tasting bacon, but also like a little bit of biltong. I don't know if any of you will relate to biltong, but biltong is a South African snack. Because I live in South Africa, so maybe 1 or 2 of you are from South Africa. I don't know. But then I was also tasting bacon, so I don't know if you and this person like to eat food together. And maybe they could be thinking about those memories together, or maybe taking you out on a date, or maybe they're thinking of the next time they see you. Maybe they want to cook something nice for you. That is the feeling I get here. I don't know, maybe both of you are foodies. But also with the Be Strong card, I feel this energy where this person in their late night thoughts, they often think about being with you physically, if you're not living together, and there's this sense of like, I want to be strong because I want to see them right now, and I want to see them right now. Like that impatient type of feeling, but telling yourself it's okay, be patient, if that makes sense. That's what I feel there. But then also, I feel with the Be Strong card, it could be, with the 6 of Cups here, it could be strong memories you have together. Or it could be the future energies too, because I'm looking at this veil here, and I didn't know what the level up here was. But as I'm looking at this veil could be like strong future energies of like what they would want of memories with you. Do you get what I mean? It's like, how do I put this in words? if I had to look at my future and like daydream about it and be like, okay, this is me, future me, looking back at it as a memory, would I be happy with it? Like that type of energy. The kind of feeling I get here with Be Strong and this veil is commitment, because a woman wears a veil at a wedding. So I take that as a meaning of commitment. And we also have the level up card. So perhaps this person thinks about future memories you can create together that will be really strong moments in your life, really big moments in your life, blessings in your life. Um, and I see this as like, okay, let's say, for example, they think of the first time you move in together, or the first time they propose to you, or you propose to them, however it works. Or maybe, asking you to be their lover if this is a crush. That could be commitment, asking you to be their girlfriend, their boyfriend, their partner. Um, Things surrounding commitment. I'm also seeing traveling together, strong memories you can create together that will feel like the sort of bond between you is leveling up, is becoming more strong, is becoming more like this gold energy, valuable and strong. So I see them thinking about your connection in their late night thoughts as if it is valuable and strong. Like, because I'm looking at this gold here and all this gold she's wearing, like, as jewelry. I feel this person thinks your connection is valuable, like a blessing in their life, as we see in this blessings card. And I don't know why, when I looked at this level up card, I was seeing Oprah Winfrey, and when she's like, you get this, you get this, you get. So I think this person also thinks about spoiling you. Um, in their late night thoughts, because Oprah Winfrey spoils a lot of people, isn't it? Um, is it Oprah Winfrey or just Oprah? I don't know. But I just saw that vision of you get this, you get this. But I'm seeing also this energy like of them wanting to spoil you, thinking about what could make you happy. Um, Not like in a bad way, but like, okay, if I had to buy you flowers, if I had to buy you this, or if I had to make this for you, or if I had to make you food, or if I had to take you out on this date, like, what would you like? What would you enjoy? Um, or even sentimental things they can do for you, like make something for you, or buy you jewelry or things like that. That's the feeling I get. Maybe they think about what they could spoil you with to make you feel special, to make you feel loved. Um, and that's something I see. And I'm hearing that they think your connection is magical in some way, because I'm looking at this card and I'm seeing all this pink shimmer here. It looks like fairy dust almost. So I guess they think the connection is magical in some way, and they think that you are some kind of blessing to them, and that they're always gonna, focus on you, focus on what they want with you, and shoot their shot towards that, as we see her, shooting an arrow here. I see that energy very strongly. I think this person, in their late night thoughts with the Knight of Cups here, they think of you in a very hopeless romantic way. Because the Knight of Cups to me gives hopeless romantic energy. Um, and it's like, okay, wearing your heart on your sleeve for this person, does that make sense? And I feel here with the focus intention card, it's like they want to shoot their shot with you towards this level up, towards growing with you. And they see the potential in your connection for where it can grow to. And that's why they see this as a blessing in their life, because they can see this as a strong connection in their life that can go somewhere. And I feel like this is the type of person that wouldn't just think this about anyone, although they are hopeless romantic, they need to see a potential in some kind of connection before they would just start thinking this way. And that is what I feel here. So you are special to them, and that's what they think about in their late night thoughts, how special you are to them and your memories, but also what you can create in the future as memories together. I'm also seeing with the golden children, inner child tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. There is a sort of feeling, as well with the citrine crystal, of this person finding your connection to be very playful. It's like their inner child can just come out and play when they're around you. They find the connection to be sort of like nostalgic when they daydream about you in their late night thoughts. And they think about, playful memories you've had together, times you've laughed together, times you've acted silly together. The Golden Children card, Inner Child, is all about this inner child feeling of our childlike self coming out. And when we see it in a relationship reading, I see this as that inner child is coming out together when we're together, and we're just having fun. We'll feel free. We'll, just be like kids almost. So there is this sort of innocence to this connection. Like, I just want to hold your hand. I just want to be around you. Like, I don't even think this person is thinking many sexual thoughts of you. Although Aphrodite is here, and um there is that sensuality feeling there, but I also feel there is this sort of innocence to this connection. Like, I just want to hold your hand. I just want to go on walks with you and take pictures with you and kiss you on the forehead, like type of energy is what they think about in their late night thoughts. And with the Seven of Wands, I see this as I want to fight for this connection because I see it as a blessing. Because when I pulled the Seven of Wands, at first I didn't know what it was. And then I looked at this focus intention card. I think that is my clarification. Like, this person thinks about fighting for this connection, what they can do to make you happy all the time. I know it's not possible to make a person happy all the time, but the citrine crystal talks about happiness and joy because it's a yellow crystal. And we see a lot of yellow here in your reading. Yellow is a color of happiness and joy, and orange with passion, sensuality, that feeling energy, because uh, the sacral chakra is also about feelings, so deep feelings. I feel it's more so about feelings than sensuality, and how we can fight for this connection, how we can, build this happy connection together. And that's what I feel here. So I'm hearing this person never wants to let you go and never wants to disappoint you or make you feel as if you're not appreciated in the connection, which is why they think so much about spoiling you and making you feel special and fighting for the connection. That's what I feel here. So, spirit guides of my pile number 2s, may I please look into their late night thoughts about my pile 2s? We have the Page of Swords. We have the Ten of Pentacles. With the Ten of Pentacles here, I kind of get this feeling of I want to grow with you. I want to build a stable connection with you. Sometimes like this person thinks about you at night, but is like, I want to see them right now. There's this impatient type of feeling, because the Knight of Wands wanted to come out in the beginning, but with the Ten of Pentacles, I see it as like, no, let's slow down. Let's keep strong and build this connection to where it's supposed to be. Because the Ten of Pentacles talks about a stable, strong connection that is healthy, that is blooming, that is blossoming with more love, with this tree full of roses. Roses are a representation of love, and they're also strongly associated to Aphrodite, the goddess of love. So I do feel a lot of romance energies here, and this person thinking about your future together, thinking about how they can build a stronger connection with you that is going to last a long time. Because when we think of trees, when you grow a tree, it lasts for many, many, many years, more than humans sometimes. So this is like the type of feeling of how can I analyze what I can do to build a stronger connection that lasts a long time. Because this is their wish come true with the Nine of Cups here with this genie lamp. I feel like you have certain qualities or traits that they have noticed within you with this Page of Swords, or seen within you, because this person is not analyzing something, but like they're looking at something through their glasses. So this person is seen that you are the type of person they want to create a future with, that they have potential with you in this connection to create a stronger connection, but also that you have certain qualities or traits that they have wished for in a romantic connection. And that's what I feel here with the Nine of Cups and the genie lamp, that there is this sort of wish fulfillment energy this person feels. Like, how did this become possible? How did I get such a huge blessing in my life of this person? And how are they everything I need, but also a lot of the things I've always wanted? And I'm also feeling with the Ten of Pentacles right next to the Nine of Cups, maybe there was certain traits they wished for in a partner, but it's like you came in and maybe those were traits they wanted, and you had the traits they wanted, but also the traits they needed long term for a connection with the Ten of Pentacles that they never knew they needed. Do you get what I mean? So it's like you're a whole package deal and better than what they expected. And that's what I see there. And there's this sort of feeling of, how did this happen? Like, how did I become so blessed to have this person in my life? And that's what they think about in their late night thoughts. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So there's something about this connection that feels fated in some way. And with the Wheel of Fortune, I see this as this person feels things are turning in their favor in their love life because they're with you. And even in the ebbs and flows of the connection with all the moon phases here, relationships go through ebbs and flows. It's like, I want to stay committed to you and choose this connection because I know it's going to bring us the most growth together, because it's not just about the feelings in the connection. It's also about, even in those times where we don't feel as great, or how relationships go through ebbs and flows, it's like we're going to choose each other. We're going to stay strong through it, if that makes sense. And that's what I see there. So, Spirit Guides of Pile 2, what are their late night thoughts on my Pile 2s? We have the Ace of Swords. I'm getting a travel vibe for some of you with this card, with the bird flying. Like, if you could ever travel together, what it would be like. We have the Queen of Cups. And we have the Four of Wands. So, what I feel with this connection, they think about you and your big heart late at night. They think about how sweet you are, how empathetic you are, how compassionate you are, how they love your depth, your deepness. And I understand why Spirit asked me to use this deck specifically, because this card needed to come out with the genie lamp. This card needed to come out with the Queen of Cups being underwater and her being so deep underwater. I feel this person has deep, deep, deep feelings for you, and they think about you in a very deep way. It's like their heart is just led towards you, but they also think that you're a deep person, and they like that about you. I don't think this person wants to swim in shallow waters. They want to be in the deep depths of the sea with you, if that makes sense. And the sea, I see it as like emotions, because water is emotions. Even in this card, she's underwater. But there's also this sense of trust in this connection, like this person trusting you. And with the Four of Wands, I keep seeing stable connection, building a stable connection, building stability together, having friendship, but also love, and having a long-term connection. That's what they think about late at night, and just your personality and how beautiful your personality is, but also how sweet you are, how good of a listener you are, how you give great advice, how they love your mind with the Ace of Swords. They're very attracted to your mind and your intelligence too. Your physical beauty, yes, but also your inner soul, your inner beauty, regardless of your gender. I feel like there is some sort of mental connection here with the Ace of Swords, but they may also think of communicating to you in some way late at night and telling you about the things they think about. So this is what I see in your reading, my pile number 2s. Before I end off here, I'm going to tell you all the tarot decks and oracle decks I used. So this tarot deck here is the Muse tarot deck. This is the Vanessa tarot deck. This is the Goddess Guidance tarot deck. Oracle deck. This here is the African Goddess Oracle deck. This is the Messages from Mermaids Oracle deck. And this is the Starseed Oracle deck. So those are all the Oracle decks I used in this spread for you. I really hope this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye! Hi there, my pile number 3s. If you chose this Apatite crystal, this reading is for you. And the Energize card, we're going to be taking a look at their late night thoughts about you. Please be aware this is a general reading. Only take what resonates and leave the rest. And also, I am going to be mentioning all the oracle decks and tarot decks I use at the end. So if you want to see that, stay tuned. But I'm first going to be going ahead and pulling oracle cards in camera, then I'm going to pull your tarot cards after. So spirit guides of my pile 3s, spirit guides of my pile 3s, may I please look into the person on their mind and the late night thoughts they have about my pile 3s. We have intuition. And at the back of the deck we have wounded healer. Spirit guides of my pile 3s, spirit guides of my pile 3s, may I please look into their late night thoughts about my pile 3s. We have the void with stop, embrace winter, and great cosmic womb. And we have an extra card that wants to come out with you got the love, Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. At the back of the deck, we have I'm sorry with defenselessness, righting past wrongs, and uprooting. So spirit guides of my pile 3s, their late night thoughts about my pile 3s. We have easy does it with there is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. And then we have honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. At the back of the deck, we have infinite supply with you are supplied for today and all your tomorrows. Okay, so spirit guides of my pile 3s, spirit guides of my pile 3s, their late night thoughts about my pile 3s. We have the 6 of Wands. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. At the back of the deck, we have the 5 of Wands. Okay, so in terms of this person's late night thoughts about you, I feel with the intuition card, there is something about their intuition drawing them towards you. And with this dove here, I feel the divine, because doves are a representation of the divine. And with this person, it's like the divine, their angels are, and their ancestors are guiding them towards you, because there's something about you as you heal certain wounds together, because we had that wounded healer card at the back of the deck. It's like you're liberating ancestors of certain karmic cycles. Okay, so let's say, for example, we see here you got the love, codependency, and boundaries. Let's say, for example, one of your ancestors had a problem with setting boundaries. They didn't know how to speak up for themselves. So maybe in this connection, you're learning to do that, for example. It doesn't have to be that, but it can be. I'm just using it as an example because it's what I see here. But let's say something you're learning in this connection is actually helping liberate you and bring a closer emotional vulnerability between the two of you. And it's like the divine, the ancestors, and your angels are guiding you together to work through any problems you have and liberate yourself of that. And I think these problems, I'm not seeing any problems in your connection, but I'm seeing like, since we had that energy of I'm sorry at the back of the deck, at that other card, it's like maybe there's something about working through challenges in the connection and finding solutions to those challenges. And some of those challenges may lead back to family wounds or lessons surrounding family wounds and ancestral lines, breaking ancestral karmas and cycles. So, like I said, that example of boundaries, perhaps the ancestors didn't know how to set boundaries, but you're learning that with this person, and it's bringing you closer to the love. So this connection is really, really beautiful. I think this person feels, like I said, intuitively drawn to you. They don't know why, but there's something drawing them towards you. And even with the certain challenges in your connection, it's like they can't let go of you. They want to bring a closer love to both of you in this connection and kind of bring more joy into the connection, bring solutions to those challenges, and act as one together and, work as a team to bring more love into the connection, to bring more of healthy love into the connection, and not follow fear, but follow love. Okay? And with Stop Embrace Winter, Great Cosmic Womb, I feel surrounding this person's late night thoughts about you is sometimes just embracing the differences you have, sometimes just embracing the fear and following that love and taking a leap of faith. It's sometimes just about embracing even the challenges because it builds strength between the two of you. Do you get what I mean? And I feel like with the honor the cycles of your body levels, energy levels, and emotions, I feel this person wants to honor your emotions and wants to honor their own and just embrace it. That sometimes relationships aren't exactly perfect, but I see them feeling happy with you. I see them feeling like the love you share together is huge and they just feel drawn to it and they don't know why, but they're just going to trust that feeling. They're just going to honor that feeling within them. And that's what I see surrounding their late night thoughts about you. There is also this feeling of them feeling a lot of attraction towards you, but also a lot of love towards you in their late night thoughts about you. Maybe thinking about, the love you share, the beautiful times you've had together, maybe wanting to see you, but telling themselves there's no need to hurry or force it because whatever is meant to be will be. So I think this person is in a calm headspace in their late night thoughts about you because it's like they're going with this mentality of if it's meant to be, it will be, and whatever is meant to happen will happen. And there's this sense of trust this person has put into you, but also into the divine and into just allowing things to happen, whatever meant to be, But I'm also seeing this energy where they're at peace with your connection. Like they want to be there for you and honor your emotions too and be there for your emotions too. And I feel like you're both healing from something big within your heart space together at the same time. And as you're healing this, it's sort of like Spirit is showing me we're trying to cross this rocky river, and we're holding each other's hands and helping each other cross this river. So I feel this connection is a deeply healing connection, heart healing, and there's something about that Spirit is showing me, where it's like you're helping each other move forward. I think this person cares deeply about you in their late night thoughts about you. They often think about how you're feeling and how they can be there for you too as you are healing from deep wounds in your heart, but also how they can give you more love and how they can bring the connection closer together, how they can be a better partner to you. And I think they just think about the love you share, the beautiful love, maybe beautiful times you've had together, them kissing you, holding your hand, things like that. I also think they think about how when they're with you, they feel uplifted and energized. They feel excited for the future. They feel like, maybe even in certain challenges you've had together, where other people, if they were to date other people, maybe they would give up. But with you, there's a sense of, I can't give up on this. Like, I love this person. And I want to be with them. I want to be one with them. I'm almost feeling this sort of energy where this person sees you as, a potential marriage partner, um, like marriage material. But this person also sees this connection going somewhere. This person also thinks late at night how when they want to love you, they want to just let go of fear and open up to this love, but also create a healthy, stable, and balanced connection with you. I think this person also wants to let go of certain fears surrounding being their true self, surrounding being emotionally vulnerable with you. And that's something I see here too in their late night thoughts, like, how can I be more open with this person? How can I show them more of myself and not create like this kind of energy where I'm not sharing my emotional experiences? How can I, bring more joy into the connection? Things like that. I think this person has a pretty amazing perspective on your connection, because they see that even if there are challenges in your connection, it's like they want to take care of you. They want to be there by your side and hold you and be there for you. Like, I feel like this person really cares about how you feel. Um, and they feel like your love is so beautiful and so sweet, so full of joy as well. But they're also just embracing that sometimes before, we move on to the next level, or we, create something new where a new door opens up, sometimes we just have to embrace that winter period and see it in a different perspective, see it as this is teaching us something, and, you know, kind of take a leap of faith towards where they see this connection going in the future. Like, be courageous enough to create more, to see where this connection is going and to create more, and to believe that that's possible, that the vision they have is possible for the connection. And I think this person often thinks about what your future could be together, where this could lead to, how to decrease conflict, how to bring more love, how to bring more passion into the connection, how to really build a connection, make you feel safe, make you feel loved. I think this person is doing a lot of soul searching in how they can give you more love, because I feel like you give them so much love. And I think this person sees this connection being a successful connection with the Six of Wands here. Maybe they also think of seeing you physically with the Ace of Pentacles in their late night thoughts about you. So I'm now going to pull some tarot cards and see what else Spirit can show me about your connection and their late night thoughts. So Spirit guides of my pile number 3s, may I please look into their late night thoughts about my pile 3s. We have the Wheel of Fortune. It's like I said, how can I, open a door to something new with this person? How can we turn the page over and turn this Wheel of Fortune in our favor? What I mean by this is, like I said earlier, how can we bring more love in the connection where the wheel turns to where we want it to be in the connection, but also just embracing that not every connection is perfect, but that they still love you. Like I'm hearing that. But also the Wheel of Fortune sometimes talks about fate. I feel like this person, since they're so intuitively drawn to you in their late night thoughts, they think, is this fated? Is this meant to be? And like, how do I know it is? But there's this feeling telling them like, it is. Like, just trust and hold on. I don't know if you guys are going through, some challenges in your connection right now, but I'm feeling like they're thinking a lot about how to bring more love. We have the Hierophant, so it's lessons you're both learning. These lessons aren't bad. I don't feel it's the same as pile 1. Because pile 1, I spoke about them like having certain conflicts. It could be like that. But I feel it's different. It's a different energy where you're learning certain lessons together of how to bring more love into the connection. So, spirit guides of my pile number 3s, may I look more into their late night thoughts, Whore of Cups. Their late night thoughts surrounding pile 3, Page of Swords, the 3 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, and we have the 6 of Cups. I'm just going to put this here for now. I feel these past heartbreaks, you're healing of past energies. It's not in this connection. Do you get what I mean? And sometimes it's a little bit hard to open up and trust, especially when we've been hurt in the past. Heartbreaks with the 3 of Swords. And I think this person is thinking about how both of you can be there for each other as you heal these heartbreaks. And it's not like you've created these challenges in your own connection. It's like this feeling of, I want to open up to this love. I want to trust. How can I let go of the fear? How can I let go of this feeling of, what if this happens, or what if this happens? How can I heal this heartbreak so I can fully open up my love to this person and show them my appreciation, show them my love? Do you get what I mean? And how can we bring more peace into this connection? I feel like when this person thinks of you, there's this sort of uplifting energy where they feel very excited for your future. They feel very excited to talk to you with the Page of Swords. They feel some kind of curiosity in where they see the connection going. With the 4 of Cups, they often daydream about you, and it's like daydreaming about you brings them peace, this sort of happy feeling inside. But it's like this daydreamy, happy feeling, if that makes sense. And with the Page of Swords, they're kind of curious as to why their intuition is drawing them towards you, but also in terms of where this connection is going in the future. It's like they don't want that past energy back in this connection. Or not back in this connection, but like they don't want that past energy of heartbreak here. They want to, create something new with you. I feel like both of you have been hurt. Both of you maybe have some trust issues. But it's like, how can we let go of these fears and open up to this? Is there anything else about this person's late night thoughts? About my pile threes? Anything else? Not about the pain, not about the fears, but like about them? We have the Empress. So with the Empress card, I think this person finds you to be very beautiful, very attractive. There's this sort of Venus energy here with the Empress. And the Empress talks about this feeling of pleasure, this feeling of like going with the flow. Venus energy. Venus energy is the planet of love, beauty, sensuality, romance. So this person feels all of that with you and often thinks about your beauty, often thinks about how you look, thinks about you and just like holding your face, I see, or kissing you, looking into your eyes, holding your hand, giving you flowers, since she's holding a flower there. But also the romance that you share together is so pleasurable to them. It brings them excitement, it brings them hope. But they also kind of just want to go with the flow. They feel a lot of peace with you, and they think of that feeling with you, because I think with other people, they may have felt anxious, but with you, you bring them peace. We have the Six of Pentacles. So this person often thinks about what they can give to you, how they can spoil you, because the Six of Pentacles is about generosity. So let's say, for example, they think about, okay, if I buy this person flowers, would they like it? If I give this person kisses every morning, will they like it? If I make them breakfast in bed, will they like it? Like that type of energy. Or if I plan a romantic date and just, be generous with them, would they like it? What would they like? And sort of thinking about that, thinking about spoiling you, giving you love. With the Knight of Cups here, it's this sort of hopeless romantic energy. And I think this person just wears their hearts on their sleeve for you. And that's what they think about when they're thinking about you late at night. The Fool card. I spoke about new beginnings. So interesting. It's like, I don't want to go back to the past. We're healing the past, but I want to create something new. I don't want to... Like, let's say, for example, this person had parents that had, an unhealthy marriage, and I'm talking about healing ancestral wounds. It's like, I don't want to make those same mistakes that my parents did, or that I've seen other couples do. Like, I want to start something new, open up a key to a new door with you of love, of joy, of peace, healthy love, loyalty, things like that. We have the Star card. So this person often thinks about, in their late night thoughts, the hope they have for the future, for your connection, the growth you can have together as well. And I also feel with the Star, there's the sense of you just shining brightly to this person, you being like the light of their life, because I'm looking at these cards here and they're quite dark, because this woman is under the dark depths of the sea, and this card is the void. It's space, it's darkness, it's nothingness. But here, you're like that star in the dark. You're like that light to them in their dark moments, in their pain. So this is what they think about. And at the back of the deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So I really feel they think about how this connection can grow, where this connection can go. And I think the Nine of Pentacles is more so this long-term energy. It's the work we put in and then the harvest we get after all that work we put in. But it takes some time for that harvest to come in. Because the Nine of Pentacles is like a slow growth. We first plant a seed and now these grapes are here. Now we can eat it and enjoy it. So it's like, how can I put in work so that we can grow to the state? Do you get what I mean? And that's what I see here. I think I'm going to end your reading here, but before I leave you, I want to tell you about the Oracle decks and Tarot decks I used today. So this over here is the this is the African Goddess Oracle deck. This is the Messages from Mermaids Oracle deck. This is the Starseed Oracle deck. This is the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck. This is the Vanessa Tarot deck, and this over here is the Ethereal Visions Tarot deck. So these were all the tarot decks and oracle decks I used. I really hope that this reading resonated. If it did, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I can't wait to see you in my next reading. Bye!